Welcome to Celebrate Aging. I'm Vicki Marthaler, your hostess here on the Ecumen Detroit Lakes campus. And today I have a very special guest, somebody who is interning here for the summer, and she is following our administrator, our CEO, Janet Green, around, learning wonderful things I can only imagine.
Yes, a lot of things.
And your name is April.
Yes.
What a beautiful name. What a beautiful month.
It is.
Well, welcome to
Thank
Ecumen.
you. Thanks.
Tell us a little bit about who you are and how you came to be here.
Well, I am from Dilworth, Minnesota. I went to MSUM in Moorhead for health administration and a minor in community health.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I always just thought about making someone's days better and helping out wherever I can and just make everything better.
That is a great way to start off an education and what do I want to do for the rest of my life, because you know what? There's a lot of people who need their days made better.
Yeah.
Well, you'll do that just by your smile. I have no doubt about that. Now, you said you went to MSUM, which is in Moorhead, of course.
Yes.
Health, what was your degree in? Health
Administration.
Health administration.
Yep, with emphasis on long-term care.
Okay. So what kind of experience have you had? Have you known anybody in long-term care or what? I mean, that's kind of like a really focused area.
Actually, my grandma was the first experience I had. She was put into a nursing home in and out, and we would go visit her, and it was always some kind of not the greatest atmosphere.
Okay.
It was really kind of bumming around, just kind of wandering. It wasn't very exciting. It was really dull. Like here, there's always something to do, activities, people around talking, and everyone's interacting with everybody else, and it's really a happy place.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Yes, it is a happy place. We have people, of course, who come here, obviously, because they need help in some way.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean the end of that their life is over.
No, they just need some help. And
there we go.
Yeah.
Well, and so you said your grandma was in a place of. When I first, I was doing the history of Emmanuel for the first 50 years, and I have to tell you that we were pretty institutional when it was first built, because that's just the way nursing homes were. You had the tile floor and the the sterile setting, and the nurses all wore their little white suits with their hats, no less. But of course, that has evolved over time, and now we've got the carpeted rooms, and everybody wears what they want to wear to work. You can hardly tell what a nurse is supposed to be, except maybe by her name tag. But that's a more comfortable setting.
Yes.
Yes.
I like it a lot.
So we wish that for your grandma.
Yes. Yeah. Make it a lot better for her.
And I think that's another thing. When I've been here 19 years, and when I first came, talking about being institutionalized, we were still. Emmanuel was still doing the thing where everybody gets up at 6 o'clock. That's just what time you get up in the morning. You get up at 6 and you have to have breakfast, and the day was really scheduled. And I'm happy to announce that in this 19 years that I've been here, that has changed.
Yes, I'm glad.
Yes, we're getting to be relaxed and say, you know what? If it's your routine to sleep until 10, go right ahead.
And have breakfast whenever you want.
Whenever you want. And that really makes a difference in everybody's life. It makes it easier on the staff because they don't have sleepy, grumpy people, and it works all the way around.
Yeah.
Now, I know you said at one time that when you were thinking about long-term care, when you were thinking about caring for people, that you had a lot of ideas.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, random things will pop into my head. I'm like, I could change that. Or like, I really like the Make-A-Wish, or what was that?
That bucket list?
Bucket list, yes, that's what it was. I feel like we really get people interacting and wanting to fulfill things that they never had to do when they were younger, and then they finally have a chance to do it, and it can make them look forward to so many other things in their life, and that it's not over just because they come here. They can still fulfill their dreams and do many other things.
Yes, you just have to find out what they are.
Yeah.
We had one gentleman here, he was a golfer. He loved to play golf, but then he had a stroke. And so, of course, that put a crimp in his golfing style. But he would sit in his room and look out at the grassy area, on our, and he'd think, it would be so nice to be out there. And there were people, some of our staff, the CNAs, and they got together and figured out how they could have a putting green. And so for a summer we had a little putting green, and he just beamed. And so sometimes you have to adapt.
Yep.
Like when you get these good ideas, improvise and adapt, and that will serve you. That will go a long way.
Yeah.
So how did you come to be interning here at Ecumen Detroit Lakes?
I kind of wanted to get out of like the Fargo, Moorhead area, and my parents actually have a cabin on Middle Cormorant.
Oh, nice.
So it's a really short drive for me to come here, and I really like it's around the lakes, and it's sunny, and it's different than in busy Fargo.
Yes. We have the lakes. We can call to that.
Yep.
So I didn't say your last name. So it's April what?
Highness.
Highness.
Yes.
And your parents have a cabin here in the area.
Yep.
So that is good. So do you see yourself as staying, like when you said you graduated now this spring, right?
Yep, and I'll be going back for grad school in the fall.
Okay. Do you do that at MSUM too?
Yep.
Okay, so then you go back to grad school. Where do you imagine that you're going to get a job?
I really haven't looked too far. Like, I'm pretty open to anywhere that it will take me. If I have to move to Florida or California or somewhere, I would totally do that. Or I would stay here too, just because family's here.
This is a young person. The world is opening.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, that would be good though.
Yeah.
That's good. I guess I was just wondering if, I know that at schools they do help you with career placement or job placement, and if there was a certain area that was calling for nursing home administrators or that kind of thing. But you also said your minor's in community
health.
Community health.
Yep. Yeah. Don't know what I'll do too much with that, but it'll help me a little bit, I think.
Well, it supports you in your role here.
Yep.
So you've been here, what, a couple weeks now? 3 or 4?
A little over a month.
A little over a month.
Yep.
What has been a surprise for you?
Well, like we were talking about before, how it's so happy and upbeat, and when people think of a nursing home, they think of, oh, it's a nursing home, you're going there to die or not do anything, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people involved, and the staff are wonderful. They really interacted with the residents, and it's a really great place.
It is all about the residents.
It is.
It is.
When you ask them, it's always like, oh, I love the residents, and it's not a job for them. It's just what they love to do.
Wow. That's something you can bring back with you now into the rest of your training and your education.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
That will be wonderful.
Yeah.
I know that, have you been a part of one of our wine and cheese yet?
No, I have not. I've heard about it, but...
We'll get you in on that.
Yeah.
We'll get you in on that before it's over.
Yeah.
There's more fun and games yet. Well, there's many opportunities here at Ecumen Detroit Lakes, and I know you've also been at the nursing home, but you've also visited our apartment buildings as well, the assisted living.
Yep.
And, we have adult day care.
Yep.
There's many facets.
Yes, there's many little things going on,
and so I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're learning that.
Yes.
But it's wonderful. Emmanuel, even back 50 years ago, was known as a teaching community, and we do invite interns. I know I've had an intern follow me around under spiritual care, and we've had interns in dietary and in all areas. So we do welcome, because we feel we can train you well.
Yes, I feel like I've been learning quite a bit.
And you're going to be here for how much longer?
Probably a little bit into August.
Okay.
Right before school starts again.
Good old school.
I know.
Again, she's a young person. Her little brain can absorb it. Well, we welcome you here to Ecumen Detroit Lakes and to the community, and continue sharing your ideas.
Yes.
As they come into your mind, share them, because we do want to continue to evolve and engage our residents in life to its fullness, and we're happy to have interns come here and be a part of the living that's going on at Ecumen Detroit Lakes. So April, thank you.
And thank you.
And we are looking forward to the rest of a beautiful summer and the end of our construction. And when we do, we'll invite you in. So have a great rest of the day.